What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. My name is Adam Snyder, and in today's video I want to show you and explain what you should be doing with your money right now. The economy is changing, and in a time when 54% of the American workforce is stressed, when 6.3 million people in the US are currently unemployed, there are more than 10 million open positions right now, and the stock market and real estate markets are seeing extreme uncertainty. In this time, there is no better time than right now to get a handle on your money. And the best way to do that, honestly, the best way to do that is to hit that subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. But honestly, and all jokes aside, let's get right into what you should be doing with your money right now. The first thing that you need to do, it's very simple. You need to create a financial plan, and you need to create it ahead of time. Now, here's what happens. In many cases, financial experts say that you need to have a 50-30-20 split. It looks something like this. Now, this right here, using this figure, and I want to explain after-tax income. And I want to do this because a lot of people don't understand how this actually works. Here's what you need to keep in mind. You need 50% of your income going to your needs. These are essential expenses like rent, insurance, utilities, food, cell phone payments, even your car payments, and etc. Then you need 30%, okay? Just 30% of your income should be going towards your wants. This means eating out, this means clothing, entertainment, and so on. And then the other 20% should go towards savings. Now, when it comes to savings, you can split your savings into pure savings and investments. You can go pure investments and no savings. It's really up to you. Many people go more about 15% in savings and the other 5% going into something like investments. And then you got others that do about 2% into investments and about 18% into savings. And they really go and mix it up. It really depends on where you are at in this current cycle. Do you have more money in savings? Do you need more investments? Where are you at, especially in your retirement planning? So that's the first thing that you need to do, is just create a plan, okay? And have that pretty much as your base. Start there and build from that. The next thing, and this is extremely important, you need to minimize your expenses and cut your costs. And you can do this in many different ways. Now, here's what I want to say. The first thing that I recommend you do, the very first thing, it's actually something that's pretty simple. You need to use it's a free service, free software. It's called Mint. You can see it right here. Now, Mint is great. You can download it from your smartphone. You can connect it to your bank account, your credit cards, and everything else. Now, this software, the best part about this is this software will show you where you're spending the most money. It will also give you tips on how to fix your financial situation, and that's great. Now, once you have an idea of where all your expenses are coming from, then you can go back and figure out and really determine how to follow that 50-30-20 rule. Remember, only 30% should go towards your wants. The other 50% should be dedicated towards more essentials, and 20% needs to go towards savings. That's the way it should be broken down, but most people don't do that. Now, here's one thing I just want to keep kind of fill you in on. If you aren't able to save or invest 20%, then you need to reduce your spending elsewhere. And sometimes this means eliminating something that you deem essential. For instance, let me just give you an example. Something that my wife and I just did. We don't watch a lot of TV. However, we were paying for Hulu Live. Now, a subscription with Hulu Live actually costs $69.99 per month. However, we got rid of that. But what did we do? We didn't just go from having something to watch to having nothing. We still pay for Netflix and I think we pay for Fubo TV. But instead of just getting rid of Hulu, we actually got a a discount. We pay right now $1.99 per month for Hulu using a student discount. So if you are a student, you know somebody that is a student who has one, well, there you go. You might need to try that because that can save you a lot of money every single month. Now, here's something else, because I know this might not be for everybody, but sometimes what you deem essential is actually a want. So moving your expenses around to figure out their actual category is a must. And sometimes this means, moving your internet bill from a actual expense, from a one of the essentials over to a want, because that's technically not essential. For me, just for me, it would be deemed essential because I work online, so I need internet. But here's my advice to you, okay? First thing you need to do, pay yourself first. Here's the reason why I bring this up. So many people don't do this. First thing you need to do, put money into savings. This is the very first thing you should do. The next thing you should do is you need to pay for your essentials, okay? Right here. The last thing, and I mean the very last thing that you should be doing, is you should be putting your money, okay, taking your money right here, the remaining money, this is your wants. That's all it is, okay? Savings has to be first, and by doing this, this will mean your wants, well, chances are they're gonna go down. You're gonna have less wants because this right here is now a priority. These two things are the key. Your savings and investments and the essentials. Those are the two things that you must put your money in first, okay? So if you do that, you will most likely be more successful in the long run. Now, one thing I can say is never leave your savings and investments to the end, because if you do this, you will always consider this not really a priority. It would be the last thing that you want to attribute money to and really put money towards. So, and if you're not sure where to put money, how to protect your money, the very first thing that you should do is put money into a savings account. I've said this multiple times. I am serious. You need to save money. You need to put money into a savings account for maybe an emergency fund. A 3 to 6 month emergency fund is a must, especially in today's economy where we have so much uncertainty. You cannot have enough money just sitting on the sideline waiting just in case something were to happen. It could be something as simple as a crash in the markets, a correction in the real estate market, and you could be ready to jump right in and buy a property, buy an investment. Or one of the things that I like to do, especially over the past couple of weeks, I've actually put more money into something. And again, this isn't financial advice, but I put more money into stuff that provides a healthy dividend. For instance, one of the things that I really like this. It's the JP Morgan Equity Premium Income ETF. The thing I really like about this is that it has a current 12-month rolling dividend yield of 6.9%, and it doesn't see dramatic swings like an individual stock would. Okay, let me just show you this. Look at that. If you look at these numbers right here, okay, look at these numbers. Right here you can see this is $62, this is $60. That's pretty much where it sits. Okay, sits right there. That's the nice thing is, yeah, it's going up and down. You're seeing these little corrections and stuff, but it's trading within $2, and that's over the last 6 months. That's over 6 months time. So that's pretty good. And the last thing that you need to do, and this is something that I think a lot of people struggle with because they don't know where to start, and this is something that I highly encourage everyone to do, is to create a side hustle. Create some type of side hustle for yourself. Recently, I actually made a video, very recently, on how to make money. And I actually explained how one person who reached out to me is making money, started making money in his very first week just by listening to some of the advice that I gave him. So, if you want to find a simple side hustle that you can do and anybody can do from the comfort of their own home, then what you need to go do is check out this video right here, where I talk about finally money coming in. I did this just 2 days ago. And that's it. If you can do these things, I'm not guaranteeing that you will be, financially set for the rest of your life, but I can tell you, you will be in a much better place than you are right now. So it's actually pretty simple. Have a plan, reduce your expenses, and increase your income. If you can do those three things, you will be set. So if you have any questions whatsoever, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. Just want to thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.